You had mentioned during the discussion about singles the contributions of Chris Cornell, and the recent news that we heard about his passing hits a lot of people because his voice and his presence was so powerful and mesmerizing. And you think about how in entertainment we look at players or musicians or artists and see them as these performers, but in some cases fans don't see the obvious thing that these are people. And as someone who is battling depression, and you heard it in some of these song lyrics, it just hits you like a ton of bricks to hear this news. What are some of your reflections on Chris and his legacy and what he brought to the music world, and why you will always remember him in such a positive light?
The thing that I've said for years and years is that, Jimi Hendrix included, like, I would say that Chris was the greatest songwriter to ever come out of Seattle. I mean, Jimi Hendrix could play the guitar like crazy, but like Chris had the songwriting chops that we all sort of hope to get to at different points in our songwriting careers. Like he had a way that he could like wrap a melody around odd time signatures and weird parts and make them catchy, and he was a beautiful wordsmith. And he was, if you look at his lyrics, he obviously was processing his pain and his depression and all those things. And I think that's, part of what people, myself included, responded to, when he was singing. And, in the songwriting, and then with the songwriting, he had that voice, which is like, that's there's not too many people that could that had that many options with their voice. I mean, he could do a lot of different things with it, and inhabit a lot of different characters in that voice. And he really was like, I feel so lucky that I got to be in a project with him and got to hang out with him and just sort of witness, his greatness.
One of the cool things, Jeff, is, I got a chance to meet him because of you, and I had not seen either Soundgarden live myself or seen Chris perform, but last year, a buddy of mine just on a whim invited me to come to Nashville, not been there before, and Chris was playing at the Ryman Theater, which I had heard about, obviously a legendary place, and this incredible church with the stained glass windows and the light peeking through, whether it's day or night, and just walked into that space, and I got to see Chris perform an acoustic set there, and it was, one of the more powerful experiences, at least as far as music goes, that I had ever had, and kind of stole a couple moments on my phone to record a few things just because I wanted to remember those. And so, I've had a chance over the last few days myself to go back and listen to those things, and I'm sorry for your loss, and certainly for the music community's loss, and obviously his family as well.
Yeah, it's brutal.